Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel. I will show you another full day of food today. So first I have this loaf of sourdough bread. I made a couple loaves. That one's still sitting there. I made these last night. And so what I'm gonna make for breakfast for us today is, however, there's different things to call it. Toad in a hole, egg in a frame. What do you guys like to call this breakfast? What's your favorite name?
Toad in a hole.
Toad in a hole? Yeah. There are other names too. For some reason, those are the only two I'm thinking of. Okay, so first step is slicing the bread, and then Simeon's gonna move over here and take this cup, and then we've got to take a hole out of the middle of each piece of bread. Do you want me to do the first one just to remind you how it's done? You want to make sure that no side of the cup is right at the edge of the bread. This bread is much bigger than store-bought bread, so you have lots of space here. And then we'll save all those little discs.
What's to eat?
And then we'll have maybe like honey on them or something, okay? And I'll get the pan ready. I've put some butter on my griddle. Yep, go ahead. So Simeon's going to put the bread with the hole out of it in there, and then I'm gonna take eggs. I'd like to try cracking some.
Yeah.
Okay. And you just what? So just hold on. Okay, put that on, and then watch me, Simeon. Watch me so you know what to do for the next one. You're going to hold it really close so that you drop it right inside without slopping it, okay? Because you want the eggshell, or you want the egg. You want the egg to be right inside of it.
That's a good one.
Good. Yeah, good job.
That one.
Good job. It just takes a couple of minutes before they're ready to flip, just like it would if you were just frying an egg.
Or frying some bread.
Or frying some bread. So this just nicely toasts the bread as well as fries the egg. We have a couple that are gonna be really soft here, or a few that are gonna be soft, and a couple that are gonna be more hard. So tell me if you want an egg that is, the yolk is broken. That one and that one have a broken yolk.
Oh, I want the one I did at the very end.
Okay. The kids usually like to put honey or something on that little piece there. And then we'll also set some bananas. We are going out this morning and not coming home until it's lunchtime. So I want lunch to be just about ready when we get home. So I have this package of chicken breasts. I am going to stick into the Instant Pot. I have done this quite a few times with the Instant Pot setting, but because I want it to be ready when we get home and not like way overdone, I probably still could do Instant Pot setting, but we're gonna experiment. We're gonna try today with slow cooker setting. So all I have to do here is pour in a cup of water. Now I'm trying to decide, so I was looking at recipes, and recipes in the slow cooker did not say to use a trivet, but when I do it with Instant Pot setting, I always use the trivet. But I think I'm gonna try it today without. Again, we'll experiment. Hopefully it works. As long as my chicken is cooked and not dry when I get home, ready to be shredded, because we're gonna have sandwiches, I will be happy. You know what? I just changed my mind. I just realized that my chicken is actually quite frozen still, and so because of that, I'm just gonna do the Instant Pot setting that I have done before, because it's quite frozen, so it'll cook, and then after it's done pressure cooking, it will just go down to like a keep warm setting. So I think that'll be okay. So I'm gonna pile my chicken breasts on top here. Those are some nice, pretty big chicken breasts. I'm going to sprinkle some salt and pepper on. That's gonna pressure cook for 8 minutes, and then when it's done, I think will not leave until it's done. I can release the pressure, and then it'll just stay warm until we get home. Sorry about all that talking through it, and then I end up changing it up as I go, but that will cook the rest of the way as we're gone, and then I'm gonna do barbecue sauce with it on buns for lunch, because where did I put them all? I was busy yesterday. I made bread, and I also made a big batch of dinner rolls. This is just half of them. I forgot to show it this morning, but of course I did have a coffee while I was out. And so now the chicken is done. I am going to get that all shredded. I did, as I showed you, I did the 4 chicken breasts. It was 4, right? Yeah, 4 chicken breasts. I'm going to take out 3 of those and shred them. I'm gonna save 1 of them for supper because what I'm making for supper tonight, I'll use that last chicken breast. These chicken breasts look like they're well done, so I should be able to quite easily just shred it. These chicken breasts were even bigger than I thought. This is 2.5 of them, so I have 1.5 over here that I'll put back in the fridge to use for supper. Now I just have some of this barbecue sauce. We're gonna keep it really simple, just chicken breasts and barbecue sauce. I know I could do something else that might be a little bit healthier that's, I don't know, like tomato sauce and brown sugar or something. But I'm just using the store-bought barbecue sauce. We're gonna do, I say I've got some tomatoes and some lettuce because I think barbecue chicken with tomatoes and lettuce sounds really good. The kids, I don't know, maybe I'll make them each have like 1 piece of lettuce or something, but Elijah might have tomatoes too, but most of the kids don't really care for tomatoes in their sandwiches. Here is my plate. I just buttered these buns, put the barbecue chicken, sliced tomatoes and lettuce, and then we have cucumbers and carrots for veggies too. I will also link these dinner rolls because I make these quite often. They are always good. Like they always turn out so well. And so I use these for like dinner rolls to have with soup or stew. I also will make them bigger and do chicken sandwiches or burgers on them. So that is a go-to recipe for us. And there's my lunch. The kids all had freezies this afternoon, just these little ones. And we're just at the beginning of finally we can get into some cold treats because it's, I was gonna say it's hot outside today. That is a stretch, but it's comfortably warm today. And so we wanted a cold treat. For myself, I'm treating myself to this. I just got these at Walmart, obviously, great value. I haven't tried this flavor before. Last year or the last couple years, they had, they still sell it, but it's a caramel one. The caramel one actually says Greek yogurt. This one just says yogurt, but that was the only one they sold. And this year I saw that they still have caramel. They have honey, I think, and something else. I don't remember. But they have a few different ones to choose from. And so I haven't tried these yet, so I cannot give you a, good report yet. Maybe I'll let you know after I eat one. But for now, I'm going to eat one of these. Oh, and once again, I'm bad on showing you guys. Why do I have to take you all the way back here and show you? I don't know. But I just finished teaching one of the kids a piano lesson, and I am drinking another coffee. Well, it does look just as good as it looked on the box. Doesn't that look so good? Mmm, that's really yummy. You want a taste of it? I'm talking about how nice it is outside. And here's my boy wearing long sleeves. Show me what color freezer you picked out. That one. Are you waiting for me to open it for you?
Yeah.
Okay. For dinner tonight, I am making some chicken fried rice. So first, it's been a while since I've made this, so let me think. First, I'm going to chop up some onions, garlic, and cook that on a pan. If I was doing meat that has not been cooked, uncooked meat, I would cook that with that as well. But since I already have cooked chicken left over from lunch, I don't need to do that step. I didn't think of this when I was making breakfast, that we already are having eggs with our supper, because eggs are a main ingredient for this supper dish as well. But I'll take you along and show you the process. Again, this is one of those recipes that I don't, or one of these meals I make that I don't have a recipe for. I'm sure when I started making this meal years ago, I did use a recipe, but I've kind of tweaked it and changed it through the years, and I don't have a written recipe for it. But follow along, you'll see the steps. Maybe I should be starting a recipe blog or something like that to store all of these different recipes that I'm telling you I make and we love, but I don't have a written recipe for. I've got my skillet out here and warmed up. So I'm first gonna add my onions and garlic to the pan. I also have a pot here, you can see in the corner, and that is heating up some water. I'm gonna cook my rice in there. I do often do rice in the Instant Pot, but today I'm just gonna do it on the stove top. So this is not gonna take long. My pan is nice and hot. I'm just gonna quickly soften up this onion and garlic, and then I'm gonna put 6 eggs onto the pan. And I don't really fry them, I don't really scramble them, I just kind of mix them all together and cook them with these veggies. Here's where we're at. I've got in this pan, I've got the onions, garlic, let's center this, chicken and eggs. That's all cooked and just sitting and waiting. And in this pot here, my rice is cooked. And so I just have this bag of mixed veggies. I'm going to pour that in. Get the corn off the element. Give it a bit of a stir and just, I'm gonna put the lid on just so that those veggies defrost. The one thing the kids know they're always able to have is fruit. So yeah, it's only like 10 minutes till supper, but we've got apple slices. Everyone's hungry. I am so hungry. I've been tempted to grab another snack, but I'm like, no, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for supper, but looks like everybody else is just as hungry. Okay, everything's ready to be mixed together. If you're wondering what this extra pot is over here, it's just coffee. We don't have a microwave, and so we're often heating up coffee just like from this morning. Made a pot this morning, and then we'll drink it the rest of the day, but it has to be heated up on the stove top. I think I will have just a little bit more coffee after dinner here too, but for now I'm just going to pour this rice and veggies.
Mom?
Yes, Wesley?
It looks like you go close to the stove, right?
It's okay as long as you don't touch the stovetop because you know it's hot, right?
Yeah.
You have to be extra careful, especially if you don't know if it's on or not. I'm just gonna add some pepper.
It is on, like, Mom.
Actually, none of the elements are on at this moment, but they are hot. They're hot because they were on recently. And then a very important ingredient is soy sauce. I just get the reduced sodium soy sauce. Still plenty of sodium, just less than the regular. And I am pretty generous with soy sauce. So I need to get this all mixed. I prefer to not have to turn the element back on. Maybe I will. I'll just turn it on to low because the chicken and eggs were pretty cold, although the rice and veggies are warm. Excuse you. So I just need to get this all incorporated, and then we are, you all right?
Yeah.
And then we are ready to serve dinner. I think this needs a little bit more soy sauce still. I'm thinking this is a little lighter on the veggies than usual when I make it, but that's what happens when I don't measure ingredients. So that is going to be our supper for tonight. I wish I could find a way, and maybe I should look. There's probably a recipe out there somewhere. I wish I could find a recipe where I could do it all in one pan. I think I would make this more often if I didn't need like the pot to cook the rice in, or the Instant Pot, or whatever I use to cook rice. I would love it if I could do this all in one dish, because one dish meals are just so convenient, little mess. But that's our dinner. Having a little bedtime snack. This is so good. It's these sweet and salty kettle corn popcorners. I get the humongous bag from Costco, and this has got to be right at the top of my favorite snacks. So I'm gonna have a bowl of that and then just a sparkling water. Thanks for watching.